All right, hi everyone, and welcome to the blended conference training session for the AJ and Social Change 12th Interdisciplinary Conference. My name is Kayla Ryan, and I am an assistant conference producer with Common Ground Research Networks. And today I'll be going over the conference microsite and how to participate in the conference online. So first, I will share my screen. Let me get the right screen, sorry. All right, Jillian, can you give me a thumbs up if you can see?
Yes, you're good.
All right, thank you. So I will first show you how to get to the conference microsite. The first way is through CG Scholar. If you're logged in, you'll see this screen, but if you're not logged in the top right, it'll ask you to log in. So if you scroll down, you can click on Go to Profile, and you'll be brought to your profile. And so you can update your account settings here by clicking here or by clicking on your profile over here. So you can see your bio, your affiliation, and interests, and we ask that you keep this updated, particularly your affiliation and experience, as this is what's shown on the schedule if you're a presenter next to your name. So we just ask that you keep that updated if possible. From your profile, you can also see your communities. So I will click on that. I'm a member of quite a few, so I'll have to search to find the aging one. So you can go to the Aging and Social Change community. It'll just take a second to load, but once we're on the page, you'll be able to see everyone who joined. You'll be able to see any updates that are posted, any publications in the journal, and the conferences are also posted here. So going back to my profile, you can also go to the microsite by going to your events, and then you'll be able to click on the conference room here. The other way is through the conference website, which just one second, sorry, the Zoom share screen thing is blocking my tab that I'm on. So I will just go to the conference website here. So once you're on the conference website, you'll be able to go down here to CG Scholar Event Microsite, and you'll be able to click the link and you'll also be brought here. So there are a bunch of different ways to get to the microsite. Once you're on the microsite, the first page is just the About page with general information about the conference, like the location and the dates. It also has some information about the annual themes. The themes are the same every year, except for there's a special focus for each year. So the special focus for this year is listed here. So the next tab, if you have a proposal, will be My Proposal. And from this tab, you'll be able to view your proposal, and you'll also be able to submit digital media, such as a recording of your presentation. This can be as an MP4 or as a YouTube or Vimeo embedded video. You can also submit PDFs, PowerPoints, just anything you'd like to have to supplement your presentation. You can also view your registration here, and you can download your receipt. The next tab is presentations, but I'll skip this one for now as it kind of goes with the schedule tab, and I'll come back to it. There's also the special events tab where you can sign up for both in-person and online special events. So we have the session we're currently in, the blended conference training session. I'd like to mention that after this session, so starting in about an hour, is the welcome reception, and this is the online welcome reception. So this is a really it's a really informal session where we all introduce ourselves, and we'll also link your presentation in the chat so everyone can go take a look if you have a presentation. We'll also discuss the annual themes. So going over to the schedule, I'll start with the pre-conference day, which is today. So we have the session that we're currently in, and then the online Think and Drink welcome reception. So all of these sessions are also being recorded. And so if the time zones don't quite work out, all of the live sessions will be recorded, and then the recording will be uploaded later. So on this page, you can see there is the Zoom link, and then later the recording will be uploaded and it will be right there. The same for the online Think and Drink welcome receptions. You can find the link for this here, and then the recording will also be posted. So going over to day one. So as you can see, some sessions say just the name of the university, and some say both the university and online. So these sessions that are in person and online will be streamed live. We're doing something a little different with this conference. The plenary sessions will be streamed live on YouTube. So the YouTube links can be found here. They're also embedded in the schedule. And so during these sessions, you can watch on YouTube. these sessions will also, the recordings will stay up, so that the recordings will be there if you'd like to come back later and watch again, or if the time zones don't quite work out. So going back to day one, so there is the plenary session, and then there are the talking circles, which are in person only, and then there are parallel sessions, which are also in person only. However, we do encourage our in-person presenters to upload digital media. And this is so that online only participants can also view their digital media and see their presentation. So if we click on this session, you'll be able to see that some of the presenters have uploaded digital media. And so if you click on view digital media, you'll be able to scroll down and see their presentation, even though it's in person. So going back, day one also has some more parallel sessions, and then there is another plenary panel, which will also be streamed live on YouTube. Going over to day two is quite similar. There's a featured panel in the morning, which will be streamed live on YouTube, and then there are parallel sessions. So let's go over to the online only tab. The first session is introducing the emerging scholars. And so in this, if you click on this, you can view the introductory videos for the recipients of our Emerging Scholar Award. So going back to the online tab, as you can see, these sessions are asynchronous with no specific time, and so they rely on uploaded digital media. So if I click on the session, I'll be able to see all of the abstracts of the presentations that are in this session. So as you can see, some of the presentations have a view digital media box next to them. So I can click on those and see the digital media. However, if there's a presentation where digital media has not been uploaded, you can click on the presentation and you can click on request media and follow this presentation. This will add the presentation to your following list, which I will show when I go back to the presentations tab. But you will receive an email when they upload digital media. So if you're really interested in their presentation, but they haven't uploaded yet, you can follow the presentation and request digital media. They'll receive an email asking them to upload. And then once they have uploaded, you'll receive an email. And so you'll be able to view their presentation. I'll also just explain what else is on this presentation page. So we have the type of presentation. We also have how many engagements it has. So this is how many people have clicked on the presentation and were interested in it. So we have the abstract. We also have the details like the presentation type and the theme and the keywords. You can also, if you're interested in someone's presentation, you can click on their name. And if you're interested in connecting with them, you can click on their profile and you'll be able to add them to your peers. So going back to the presentations tab, the first tab will be the following tab. So this tab is specific to you, like it's not the same for everyone. You'll be able to choose which presentations you're interested in, that you're interested in watching the digital media, and you'll be able to follow them and they'll be added to this tab. So it's a good way to curate which presentations you like to see, because there are quite a few. Next is the featured tab. These are the presentations of our emerging scholars. So you can view their presentations as well. The next tab sorts all the presentations by theme. So if there's a particular theme you're interested in, like social and cultural perspectives on aging, you'll be able to see all the presentations that fall under that theme. The next tab sorts by type. So if there's a specific type of presentation you're interested in, like paper presentations, or let me scroll down a little, we have a lot of paper presentations. Poster sessions, you'll be able to see all of the presentations that fall under that category. And the last tab just sorts by alphabetical. So that one's pretty self-explanatory. So going back over to the schedule, I think I might have covered everything. Jillian, did I miss anything?
No, I think it's all good.
Okay. So does anyone have any questions? Well, I think I might have gone over. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah. I think you're muted, sorry. Oh. Yeah. You can unmute and ask your question. Let me see the chat. Yeah, you can also ask questions in the chat as well. Gulin, sorry, I probably pronounced your name incorrectly. I see you raised your hand.
Ah, yes. So today we are using a particular link for this training before
Yes, yeah.
pre-conference.
Mhm.
How about the link for tomorrow or the day after tomorrow for the conference itself? Is this different with today or
Yes.
a new one?
Yeah, I'll show you on the schedule. We usually use the same link for everything and stream everything on Zoom, but for
Okay.
this conference, we're doing things a little differently. And so the plenary sessions will be on YouTube actually. So on a completely different platform. So once you click on the plenary session, or this also applies to the plenary panel that's also on day 1 or the featured panel on day 2, you'll be able to scroll down and you'll find the YouTube link. We also have it embedded here. And so this will be streamed live on YouTube, and then it'll also be available for you to go back and watch after.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and so, but also for the online Think and Drink welcome reception, it'll be the same link for today. So that session starts in about 50 minutes from now, and it'll be the same link as this session. So yeah, I hope that answered.
Yes, thank you for your introduction.
Thank you. Do we have any other questions?
May I ask?
Yeah, of course.
Sorry if you already explained this. I joined a bit late.
Oh, it's okay.
My presentation is only online, and I can reach the discussion board for other presentations. But how can I see if someone else asked the question for me?
Oh, that's a great question, actually. So you have an online only presentation, you said, right?
Yes.
I think I actually forgot to go over this, the discussion board. So the discussion board is for each session, not just for individual presentations. So as you can see on this session, Health Advances, the discussion board, which you can access here, will be for all of these presentations, for all 4 or 5 of them. So if you ask a question in the discussion board, it'll be we do it in this way so that people can ask questions that make connections between all the presentation in the session. You can also ask questions to multiple presenters. And so if you are a presenter in the session, or if you follow a presentation in the session, you'll receive an email when someone comments. And so that you don't have to keep checking it every once in a while. You'll receive an email if someone comments. You'll also receive an email if someone replies to you. And the discussion board will be open for a few days after the conference, and then it'll close. However, the digital media will be available forever, so we can keep it as a sort of archive of the conference. Did that answer your question?
Yeah, okay, thank you. So I can see everyone, I can see all the questions in the session, in this discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the questions that are asked for anyone in the session. You can also join other discussion boards to ask questions if you'd like, and then you'll receive emails for those as well.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Any other questions?
There's one in the chat about the normal sessions being on Zoom.
The normal sessions are not on Zoom. I'll show on the schedule. The parallel sessions that are in person are not live streamed, unfortunately. Like Emerging Perspectives, Management Matters, these sessions will not be held live on Zoom. But this is why we encourage our in-person presenters to also upload digital media, like a recording of their presentation or their PowerPoint, so that online-only participants can also see their presentation. So if I click on one of these sessions that are only in person, and I'm particularly interested in this presentation, but they haven't uploaded digital media, I can go and request digital media and follow their presentation. And then they might upload the digital media, and then you'll be able to see it. You'll also receive an email if they upload. So yeah, unfortunately, oh, I see another question. Why are there 2 room numbers for the normal sessions? Let me take a look at that. I think this might be just because at the university, it looks like we're using room 30, room 52, and room 56, which could get a bit confusing. So we have them labeled again as room 1, 2, and 3, just to make things a bit simpler. I know it can be a bit confusing, but if you're attending in person, I'm sure we'll have them labeled with signs outside the door, and so that it's less confusing. Any other questions? Okay, well, if that's all the questions, please feel free to contact us if you think of a question later today. You can contact us by going to the top right and clicking on Get Support, and that'll open a support ticket, and we'll get to you and we'll answer your question. I'll also be posting a recording of this session later today. It'll be on the session page. So if you click here, it'll be uploaded within a few hours. So if you want to go back to the session and watch again, I know I go over things a little quickly, so you can watch it back later. And I just want to say thank you so much, everyone, for attending the session, and I hope you have a great rest of the conference. And I also hope to see you at the Online Think and Drink Welcome reception in about 45 minutes. So thank you so much.
Thank
I'm
you.
sorry. Thank you. Bye.
You. Okay.